Greetings, students. In the next few minutes, I want to give you a tour of the class and show you some things about D2L Brightspace that you may not know. I want you to see how you can find your assignments and read the materials there. It's important that you look at the content of the assignments because your syllabus only gives you the page number. The content of the assignment is going to give you the details that you need. First of all, you can see that we have the announcements here. You found the course introduction video that you've probably already looked at. Then you need to download your free software. There are supplemental readings and the PMI.org website that you're going to want to use for some of your research. At the More button, you're going to find resources here, campus resources, and help. Help is going to be Brightspace help, D2L Brightspace. So if you have a problem uploading, downloading, the screen gets frozen, stuff like that happens in D2L, this is where you're going to go to get help. Campus resources are things like the library, the one-stop shop. There we go to the library. One-stop shop, student disability resources, tutoring, online tutoring, and the online writing lab. I would encourage you to use a writing lab for your written assignments. It takes about 24 hours for them to reply to you, but you can send in your written assignments for help on those and make them better when you turn them in. And you'll learn something too. Now, if we go to content, you're going to see that it pops us right to chapter 1, but you want to start here. And you want to read this first, this web page, and then you want to read your syllabus. That's very important. Then you have a place to do your introductions and the honesty policy. Those are due January 18th. And then we have chapter 1. Always look at the overview and read the unit outcomes so you'll know what you're expected to learn during each of the chapters. There's a lecture, and then there are the case study assignments and sometimes discussions. Be sure and read the case study assignment. It tells you on the syllabus that the case study is case 1.1 on page 29 of your text. It doesn't identify that it's Megatech, or that you're to thoroughly answer the questions and how long it should be. So be sure and read each one of these chapter assignments so you'll know exactly what's supposed to be covered in the assignment. Also, you'll see that you can go to the assignments rubric that I'm going to be using to grade. If you look at this rubric, it'll tell you exactly what I'm going to be looking for when I grade your writing assignments. Completeness, understanding, analysis, evaluations, and recommendations, and then they will all be turned in, and you need to have a similarity index of less than 10%, which indicates no plagiarism. Similarly, you're going to have discussion posts throughout the course. The first one is the differences between project management and process management. Now, this is covered in chapter 1 of your text, so you do need to do the reading. Then it tells you right here exactly what I'm expecting on the discussion post. You're to describe the differences between project management and process management. Be specific in your answer. And when you've completed this, you will have achieved unit learning outcome 1. Now, in your post, you must use that one outside source beyond the textbook. Your initial post is due on Tuesday of the week and should be a short essay of the topic. So a line or two is not going to do it for these discussion posts. These posts are 50% of your grade, and I expect a short essay and thoughtful responses that add to the discussion for your replies to your two classmates. As we did with writing assignments, we have rubrics for the discussion post. Click here and you can see what I'm expecting. Analysis and timeliness, spelling and grammar, and completeness. And this rubric is what I will use to grade the discussion post. This is pretty much what you're going to find throughout the content, but I encourage you to be sure and read all these instructions and review these rubrics before you start the assignments. I also encourage you not to buy the international version of the book because the page numbers are not the same. So be sure you get the 4th edition of the book and not the international version of the book. If you want to look at the syllabus for a second, I expect you to read it. It's very important that you read the entire syllabus. You will find that it includes all the standard things that we need to cover. It tells you what the book is, the learning outcomes, your responsibilities, and finally at the end, I want you to read all of this now, but at the end it's going to give you the due dates for all the assignments. And you note, there's not a lot of detail on these assignments on the syllabus, but if you go to content, it's going to give you the details of each assignment. So that gives you a good idea of how to move around within D2L in your course, Essentials of Project Management. Your calendar is here, by the way. It tells you when everything is due. Looks like I've got something wrong in here, December 7th. I'll have to fix that. Always, if you have any problems or questions, be sure and email me. There are no dumb questions. I am your teacher. That is what I'm here for. And look forward to getting to know each of you as we move through the course.